Do you know some... Oh, hold on. I wonder what he says if we say, do you have a bathroom?
You have a bathroom in there I can use?
Yes and no. Now go away.
That
Nice
worked.
going, Indy. I could have done better.
Yeah, sure.
She could have done. She's a woman. She's naturally more charming than we are.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
I've just realised that guy looks ridiculously like Herman Toothrot from the first Monkey Island.
I hear you know something about Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Maybe so, maybe no. Who are you?
Well, I'm Indiana Jones. Let's actually say I'm a fellow believer.
I'm a fellow believer.
Is that right? Do you know where Atlantis is?
No, we're looking for it.
Actually, I'm trying to find out.
Come closer, boy, and I'll tell you. You're standing on it.
What?
The Azores?
No one believes me. That hurts.
That's not very nice.
Don't say anything.
However, this is what you do, folks. You actually have to ask Sophia
Listen.
to do it. To, like,
Yes?
flirt with him a bit. You talk to the man.
Here, you talk to the man.
My pleasure.
So you can actually switch,
My necklace. My necklace.
remix.
Mr. Costa!
This better be important.
Of course it is.
He's a touchy old bird.
That's what she said.
Watch
Oh,
and
stop
learn,
it.
Dr.
Too many
Jones.
now. Too many.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Well, hello, Herman.
Professor Costa, my name is Sophia Hapgood.
Madam Sophia? A renowned psychic?
That's me.
I hope my friend didn't pester you too much.
He's a friend of yours? Well, no, he didn't pester me that much.
But he did pester you a little bit. Oh, we've got to say that.
Actually, he's named after the family dog.
Sophia,
See?
Oh, poor
I
Indy.
see.
Right, what can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
What can you tell us about Plato's Lost Dialogue?
What do you want to know?
Well, do you have it?
Do you have it?
Nope,
Have you read it?
Have you read it?
nope.
Oh, I'm seeing the pattern here.
Do you know what's in it?
Not exactly.
Can you get it for me?
Sorry.
You suck, Herman.
Do you know where we could find it?
Well now, that depends. I might trade the information for a rare Atlantean artifact, such as a certain necklace I've heard about.
I'll never trade away my necklace.
Well then, if that's how you feel, surprise me.
Would you do business with my friend here?
You see where we're going with this, folks?
Madame, I'll do business with anyone.
Thanks for your help. Goodbye for now.
At your command, madame.
Madame.
Don't be a stranger now.
I won't be.
He's a sweet old guy.
Not
Trainer.
really. Talk to Indy.
Listen,
yes?
You take over.
I think you better take over.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Now this is where the eel figurine comes in.
Mr. Costa?
You again? What do you want?
I've got a present.
Let's talk about a trade.
Okay, what you got?
Well, I have a rare archaeological magazine. I'm offering this genuine No, of course you don't say that. You say this mysterious eel
I'm
figurine.
offering this mysterious eel figurine.
Now that looks interesting. You've got a deal, mister. Now listen carefully. I don't know exactly where to find it, but the Lost Dialogue of Plato is in the Ward collection. Got that?
The Ward
I think
Collection.
so. The Ward Collection.
Very good. Nice doing business with you.
Now it's back to the college.
The Ward Collection? You know something, Sophia? I believe Barnet College owns the Ward Collection.
Germany.
Dr. Uberman, fantastic news.
Corner! At last!
Oh my god, that's a bad voice
See what
actor.
Herr Jones has kindly provided.
What on earth?
Oh my
Isn't it
god.
amazing?
You fool! You come back to show me this prehistoric knick-knack?
Herr Doctor, I believe this knick-knack, as you call it, comes from the lost city.
Then we have failed. I see no evidence here of some magical metal Plato called orichalcum.
What were
Look
they
here,
thinking with this
concealed
dude's
in the
voice?
base is a small shiny bead.
And it glitters like fire, exactly as Plato described.
It's my guess we found the treasure we seek.
I never guess. We must test.
Aperture science.
My God!
We've done it! The
Done what?
energy of uranium without any radioactivity! And those smug American scientists know nothing!
Damn
An
Americans.
idea. Suppose I place the bead inside the statue's open mouth.
What the hell?
You saw that? Think of trucks powered by these beads.
They would be strong.
Think of tanks. Think of airplanes.
Thing is, they probably try and crash through walls.
Use your imagination, Colonel! Think big like the American! Think of bombs!
You dirty Nazis. Now, interestingly, folks, this game has... Each time you play it, there's a random chance that the actual puzzles will change. Now, the only thing I'm going to do here...
So why are you dragging me in here?
Plato's Lost Dialogue could be here somewhere.
Plato's Lost Dialogue should be here somewhere.
Need some help?
Yes, please. It's scary in here.
Yes, please, it's scary in here.
Save the sarcasm, Jones. I'll meet you in your office.
Sounds like a plan. Now what I'm going to do here, folks, is I'm actually going to load my previous save, only because each time you do get to this part, the Lost Dialogue of Plato can be in different parts. For example, it can actually be in different parts of the museum. Now, we actually got that time one of the more boring areas. We got the Ward Collection. Now, I'm going to go back to the other one, where it's actually in the attic, and we have to go, like, do a little mini-quest. So bear with me one moment. And welcome back, folks. Now, the only thing that I've done here is I've actually come back to my old save, where I've been collecting some items. Now, that gum, I mean, it only took me about 30 seconds. That gum is found on the first floor. That is found in the attic. That's found in the boiler room, and that is found in the boiler room as well. Now, these items, I'm not sure if they're needed later on, and I can't remember if you keep them. These may actually be needed for other little mini quests to actually get. For example, if it's in the Ward Collection, we might have to do, I don't know, something with the coal and the rag. I'm really not sure. Well, there's one more item that we need to pick up, and that's actually over in Indy's office, basically. This is the only one that I know actually what to do, so nothing else has changed, basically, folks. I haven't done anything different, I've just got a different location for the Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Well, don't just stand there.
Look,
Go find Plato's Lost Dialogue.
Will you chill? I'm looking around my office. Now, if we open the icebox...
Phew. Guess I should have cleaned it out.
Maybe you should have done, but hey-ho. And we can pick up the jar.
I guess it's mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor oil.
Yep, there you go. It must not exactly be that tasty, but we certainly need it for this bit. Now, if you remember, he said the ward collection for this one, for the last game, sorry. Now, for this one, it was something like the... I can't think, it was something like the Sprag collection. I'm really not sure. It's something along those lines. But nothing is different. It's, you know, nothing has changed at all. Now, for the record, if anyone's trying to play along, the gum there is actually on that school desk. If you're interested.
A fine example of braided hemp.
Oh, we shall use the rope then. Now in here, the arrowhead was around this shelf. Whatever happens, we need to get into the attic. To do that, we push this crate. I mean, this is only because I knew it when I first played the game years ago. Now that is what we're looking for, the dusty old chest.
I believe it's part of the old Sprague collection.
That's it, Sprague collection. Now we need to get up there, because believe it or not, there's a key up there somewhere. So I think, from what I remember, he used mayonnaise with the totem pole. And then we can pull. Yep, pull it again. And we can use the totem pole to climb up. If I'm right, it's actually in this urn.
Looks like someone's ashes in here. Feels like there's something loose in here.
There you go.
A key?
We have a key.
It's dusty.
Well observed. And then, from what I remember, we use the key with the dusty old chest.
There's a manuscript inside. The Lost Dialogue of Plato.
Bingo! The Hermocrates. Now at last I have Plato's Lost Dialogue translated entirely. The Greek original is lost, so I've used the Arabic text I found in an Italian monastery years ago and always thought was a hoax. Now I wonder, what could this remarkable book hold the secret to long-lost Atlantis? Probably not. No one will publish it, that's certain. The fear of ridicule is too great. To be safe, I've sent a copy to Sprague. Charles Steinhardt, London 1922. In shame I hereby do recant the time and place whereof Critias spoke. In rendering Egyptian into Greek he made a tenfold error. Instead of lying 3,000 miles hence, Atlantis may well have been 30,000 miles away, or perhaps it was less than 300 miles from our own shores. Likewise, it may be that the Lost Kingdom held sway as many as 100,000 years ago, or as few as 1,000. Socrates, if a kingdom arose on earth beyond anywhere men might travel, then we would never hear of it. We ought to accept the lesser figure. That's a good point. So glorious Atlantis founded two colonies, the lesser 330 miles northwest of the city, and the greater 480 miles away southeast. Gates of the kingdom opened only with the aid of special stones. At many outposts, a sunstone sufficed. If hot moonlight bathed the tall horns, at the greater At the greater colony, a moonstone was also needed, with the noon sun riding above the full moon. To approach Atlantis itself, a worldstone was required as well, with the dying orbs plummeting into the eastern sea. Final entrance yielded only to contrary minds. And it is said that dwellers in Atlantis had no horses nor any need of them. Orichalcum, the metal that glittered like fire, this they had instead. They cast it into shiny beads and used them as we do minted coins, paying statues to do their work as if by magic. When their colonies were failing, wise men carved strange devices out of amber to search for the metal, but only proud Atlantis ever yielded a supply. Socrates, you have called the kingdom wealthy, but surely this is absurd. As the waters rose around their city, the kings of Atlantis, one after another, sought to hold off fate. Knowing mortal men would never rule the sea, they planned a huge colossus, which by use of orichalcum, 10 beads at a time, would make them like the gods themselves. Nur-Absal was one such king. He it was. What? He it was? Oh, I see. Bracket. Oh, comma, I get it. He it was, say the wise men of Egypt, who first put men in the Colossus, making many freaks of nature at times when the celestial spheres were well aligned. Socrates, this I doubt. We are hearing a child's tale. Interesting read, don't you think, folks? Now, as far as I'm aware, we can just move on now. And this is about, roughly, as far as I ever got back in the day. Because, as I say, my floppy got corrupted. I'm not even going to do a TWSS. I love it how we've still got, like, the kerosene lamp that we stole. When in doubt, steal it.
I got it. I found Plato's lost dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
We've read all that, thank you.
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
And sorry about that, folks, if the recording was a bit juttery then. I got to take a quick phone call. Right, let's have a look. Now, didn't you notice Plato's tenfold numbering error?
Didn't you notice Plato's tenfold numbering error?
So he got his dates mixed up. Why is that so important?
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
So what if they are?
Ugh. Do I have to explain everything to you?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Yep, the cradle of civilization. But of course, the dialogue could still be a fake.
Of course, the lost dialogue could still be a fake.
No, it sounds real. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
God, are you on about that psychic thing again? Good old Nur-Absal. I like him.
Good old Nur-Absal. I'm starting to like him.
Wait, quiet. I think I'm getting something.
Oh, God.
So, Mr. Sal, what's the secret?
Be patient, he's lost. But I think I know how to guide him home. Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book. And I didn't find it. I bought it from Omar al-Jabbar in Algiers.
Haven't we talked to enough of these nutcases?
Or was it Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know. You'll need all 3 stones if you want to find Atlantis.
Well then, let's get going. Now,
How will I find Trottier and Al-Jabbar?
Not so fast. First, I'm going to tell your fortune. Look into my eyes.
there we go.
Deep into my eyes. For Pete's sake, I'm not going to hurt you.
You couldn't hurt me. I'm
Now
indie.
hold still. You are a remarkable man, Dr. Jones.
Dr.
You
Jones,
possess great
Jones.
strength of character. You are resourceful. always eager to solve life's deepest puzzles. I could never follow the thoughts of your maze-like mind. So I can't follow you along the twisting path that leads to Atlantis.
Now basically, folks, we've got a few different choices here. From what I remember, there's basically, well, obviously there's a choice to make. Now, there's 3 different pathways. One is the Wits route, where I think that's the top one, basically, where it's more puzzle-based. The second one is the team-based, which is the one I'm going to be doing, because I like the fact that Sophia comes with you. And the third one is the action one, which is basically you get into more fights. So we're going to go with this one.
I'd rather tackle this together with you.
Are you absolutely sure?
I am indeed.
Yes, I'm sure. We should team up.
Okay, if that's how you feel, we'll go together.
Bam, chicka, wow, wow. Let's get going. We can still catch tonight's clipper. Let's say that, in fact.
Don't get any funny ideas. I'll be running the show.
You make it sound so romantic.
We've got a date with Sophia. So basically, folks, there's team, there's action and puzzle path, basically. Now, we've got a choice. Can we save on... we can save on this screen. And that's where I'm going to leave it today. Team path. Just make sure that's saved okay. Yep. So the next video, folks, we'll be either going to Algiers or Monte Carlo. But until then...